Game week 14 is upon us. Let's see what games we should be focused on, what players I'm picking, and how we can do in the Certified Super League. What's up guys, JNO here, and welcome to JNO United. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and remember, it's all about the game. Okay guys, so we'll have a quick look at the team. Should be a short episode, got a lot on this week unfortunately, trying to fit everything in, keep this channel rolling. Let's have a look at the team that I'm going to be going into Game Week 14 with. We're going to go with Jackie Butland in goal. He's just been on form recently, so has the Stoke defence, and they're coming up against Sunderland away. Sunderland haven't exactly set the world alight with their attacking prowess, so I think Jackie Butland's a pretty safe bet. Then we've got Toby Alderweireld, Michael Dawson and Neom, just going off the fixtures. That's why Cedric and Francis are on the bench. Alderweireld against Chelsea. I know some people may think that's a risk, but the thing is, Chelsea haven't scored lots of goals this season. Tottenham have been strong defensively, so maybe I'll get some points that other people are going to put on the bench, like they did with Alderweireld against West Ham. Michael Dawson, West Brom, they get clean sheets sometimes, so that's why I've gone with him. And Neom coming up against Villa, I'm hoping for some more clean sheet points. Got Delafou, I think he should have got an assist, and he's looked dangerous last week. So this week, I'm going to go with him against Bournemouth. I reckon he should be able to pick up an assist or two in that game. Mahrez and Vardy still both make the team. Against Man United, I think Leicester are going to go all out to get Vardy that goal. I think Leicester can score against anyone, so that's why they're both in. Sanchez could be captain. I reckon after this Champions League goals, he may go into this game with something to prove, with a bit of fire in his belly, and hopefully captaining him will get me some extra points on other people. De Bruyne may be gone by the time the game week starts, but we'll see about that. And then we've got Lukaku and Kane. I'm very happy with that front three, especially with the fixtures. Even if Vardy is coming up against Man United, I'm definitely happy with that front three. In the Certified Premier League, we are coming up against Sal FC. I believe he's around the mid-table mark. Points-wise, he's very close to me, so it should be a tough fixture. He got 49 points last week, which was below the average, but if we look at his team, there's definitely the potential there for him to beat me. Joe Hart in goal. Man City, if they play company, can get clean sheets. Bellerin, of course, Arsenal against Norwich, again, more clean sheets possible. Van Dijk is definitely a possible clean sheet. Dawson he's got as well, so only Richards there looks like a very big doubt for a clean sheet. He's got Andre Ayew, he's got Mahrez, he's got Sanchez and De Bruyne. He's probably going to make some changes too, but that midfield's very similar. His difference is Ozil, where I've got Delafou. Ozil's definitely been very consistent, so that's probably some points for him there. Then we've got Jamie Vardy and Pella up front, and Igolo on the bench. I personally, if I was him, would maybe get someone in over Pella, because Pella's not exactly been firing on all cylinders and he's missing the game week. Okay, so the fixtures I'm focusing on this week, Tottenham against Chelsea. I think Tottenham are very strong defensively and very strong going forward, whereas Chelsea have had a bad time of it this season, and Tottenham have some good fixtures ahead of them. The next three fixtures look as follows. They've got Chelsea, West Brom and then Newcastle. There's definitely potential for them to pick up lots of points in those three games. Norwich versus Arsenal. I reckon Arsenal could run riot. Sanchez could come back into the points in a big way. Fingers crossed anyway. And Arsenal's next three fixtures are Norwich, Sunderland and Villa, so definitely potential for some big points. Anyone holding an Arsenal player is probably rubbing their hands right now. Then we've got Villa versus Watford. Watford is my differential pick for the next three game weeks, and this is why. Coming up against Villa, Norwich and Sunderland, they could pick up a lot of points, Igolo especially, but they could pick up some clean sheets as well, so have a look at Watford players. And then there's the big question. Sergio Aguero is back. Now, do we struggle to get Sergio Aguero in our sides? Most people would have stacked their midfield with Sergio Aguero missing and no big expensive strikers firing on all cylinders with Aguero gone. But now Aguero is back, but Pellegrini is going to manage his minutes. I know he scored against Liverpool, it was a great goal, but overall Man City did not look good in that game. Now, yes, Sergio Aguero could this game week score a hat-trick. He's that sort of player. But with Kane and Lukaku, if you've got those two, you're probably going to pick up the goals anyway, and Vardy's still there available, and Vardy's the type of player you probably brought in earlier on in the season who was a cheap striker so you could get other players. So the question is, not Igalo and Vardy to Aguero because they're cheap strikers, but Kane and Lukaku, two very solid strikers, or Aguero. Now right now with the fixtures as the way they are, and with Aguero not being fully match fit, I personally am staying with Lukaku and Kane. I think they're on form, they've got the teams that are performing, they've got the fixtures, so I'm not going to make that risky move just yet. I'm going to prepare for it. De Bruyne will probably go for a cheaper midfielder, so I've got the money to bring Aguero in for Kane and Lukaku if something is shown to me that makes me think those two strikers will not perform as well as they have been. And the other question is, do you keep Sanchez? He takes a lot of your budget, but he's again the type of player like Aguero could have an explosive game week and absolutely annihilate your rank if you've not got him. I'm going to stick with Sanchez, especially after his Champions League performance and especially with Arsenal's fixtures looking the way they do. So I'm going to stick with him, and I'll probably even captain him this week, hoping for something to change in the Sanchez and Arsenal landscape. But if you've got Ozil and that fixture list for Arsenal is looking good, then perhaps you don't need Sanchez. But I just think Sanchez is one of those players that could make me jump up the table almost 100,000 in rank. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like the new format, please let me know by either smashing that thumbs up button or leaving comments down below. I've been JNO, you've been awesome, and remember, it's all about the game.